Matt Cook here, talking about performance anxiety. How can it be fixed? There's a couple of reasons for performance anxiety. I mean, we all think we know what it is. But bottom line, performance anxiety is a form of stress and tension. Now, when you have stress or tension, that means that what happens in your body is that you secrete hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, that are stress hormones. They cause your blood pressure to go up. They cause your blood vessels to get smaller. They cause your thinking processes to kind of shut down. They cause something called hyperfocus, where you just focus on just a few things and everything else just completely, you don't even hear anything else or see anything else. The elevated blood pressure, digestion shuts down, a whole bunch of different things happen when you have these stress hormones in your body escalating. So performance anxiety results in stress hormones rising in your body, and they're from stress and tension. Now, on the other hand, this is going to sound really, really unusual for people that haven't thought about it, but erections are actually a relaxation response. Great erections happen when you're super relaxed. Here's what I'm talking about. When you wake up in the morning, if you're in a normal, healthy mode, when you wake up, or even in the middle of the night, you probably will be having an erection. That's normal, often called nocturnal erections or morning wood. When you're super relaxed after meditating sometimes, after yoga, some men will report getting erections really easily. When you're kind of half sleepy, really easy to get erections. Erections are actually from relaxation, a relaxation response. And when you're having performance anxiety, it's interfering with these erections because it interferes with the relaxation. And basically that's what happens. That's why sometimes performance anxiety causes ED, and also performance anxiety causes premature ejaculation. The reason it does that is that nature designed men to be able to see an opportunity to impregnate a female and do it quickly. And that's a stressful situation because, her guy Thor may come back with this big, wooden club and club you to death. So you got to get right to it. I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but that's how we're designed biologically, over millions of years, like animals. So performance anxiety is something that gets us going really quickly. Boom, it's done. So it can cause premature ejaculation because it's kind of how we're programmed. Okay. Now, there's ways around all this, but I want you to understand something. One of the best ways around premature ejaculation, first of all, slow down, relax, focus on your own body, on your body, especially focus on relaxing the muscles in the pelvic floor, the muscles between the penis and the rectum, the muscles right at the bottom there. And if you tense up like you're going to have a bowel movement, you can kind of feel those muscles. There's several of them, and if you get good at it, you can tense just the ones in front as opposed to the ones in back, which you do when they're called Kegel Exercises. And it's basically the same muscles you use when you stop yourself from peeing. So when you consciously tense those up and then relax them, you can get a feel for how it feels to relax those muscles. And you want to have those muscles relaxed. And when you're in a sexual situation, if you consciously focus your attention on relaxing those muscles, a lot of times performance anxiety will go away. So there's the relaxation method. There's the slowing down, just really going slow. There's not putting performance pressure on yourself. Because when you have to perform, that's when things tend to go awry. When you have to perform. So don't put yourself in the position of having to perform. Put yourself in the position of, hey, we'll cuddle, we'll go to bed, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have some fun with intercourse. Maybe I'll give you oral. Maybe we'll just hold each other. Whatever, we'll just see what happens. And that's the relaxing, don't expect anything, we'll see what happens kind of attitude that usually takes performance anxiety away. The other part of it, okay, so I've discussed slowing down, relaxing those pelvic floor muscles, putting yourself in a non-performance pressure mode. There's a fourth thing, which is just a cognitive thing, a brain thing, okay? God did kind of an evil thing. He gave men penises, but didn't give men the ability to make them hard or soft by an act of will. Men have no control over their erections, okay? Guys don't have any control over it. This is really hard for guys to understand, but you have absolutely no control over those erections, none. Like you can't control when you get hard, you can't control when you get soft. Sometimes you can direct your thinking. For example, if you direct your thinking towards I've had people tell me I think about my late grandmother or something, and and then I go soft. So it's possible to sometimes make an erection go away by an act of will, but it isn't possible to make your penis erect by an act of will. It just isn't. So once you realize that you have no control over your erections, then you can be like, hey, it's cool. And then you and your partner can kind of see what Mr. Happy wants to do. Okay? So there's 3 people here having sex. There's you, your partner, and your penis. You two watch what he's going to do or not going to do, is what it amounts to. When you realize that, you surrender completely and trust your penis to know what to do and that it's all good, whatever it does is the right thing to do at the time. When you trust the penis, okay? You're golden because you won't have any more performance anxiety. It goes away. Performance anxiety goes away when you don't have any requirements to do anything one way or the other, when you're okay with however things work out. That is the key to getting rid of performance anxiety. So 4 different tips there. Okay, what I've said: slow down, relax the pelvic floor muscles. Basically, what was the other one? Relax and just don't put performance pressure on yourself. And then the 4th one is just watch what your penis does and just go into observer mode, along with your partner. You're just going to see what happens, because anything's good, and you surrender to the fact that you have no will, ability by an act of will to make yourself erect. None. So you and your partner are going to see what happens. Lastly, it can be very nice if you are very happy to satisfy your partner. You're going to feel okay about that if you want to help your partner reach orgasm. I don't like the expression give your partner an orgasm, because your partner has an orgasm or not. But if you give her an orgasm, if you help her reach orgasm, you might feel good about yourself, and even if your Mr. Happy doesn't want to get hard that moment, you're fine. Partner satisfied, Here's what I don't suggest you do with performance anxiety issues. I don't suggest that you continue trying to get your penis to be erect. I suggest you not have her do manual stimulation, that you don't masturbate yourself to try to do it. You don't focus on it. The minute things aren't working, it's just perfectly fine. Just realize, trust the penis, realize you have no control over anything. Do something else in bed. Cuddle, give her oral, give her a back rub. It's fine. And it's this repeatedly trying to do something that makes it much, much worse. If you've ever experienced ED from performance anxiety, then you know exactly what I mean. So the big takeaway I want you to give is trust your penis, that through no act of will can you get your penis erect. You might as well see what it's going to do and just be a bystander and trust everything's going to work out. This is the fundamental truth of performance anxiety, that you have no control over your penis and actually no control over anything. And when you realize that, it's sort of like getting on your knees to God and saying, you know what, I surrender. You do what you're going to do. When you finally get to that point, it's all good. You're happy, and that's when things really start working out for you. Matt Cook, I hope this has been helpful.